Hi, little guy here, the unknown, and today I want us to look at something very important. Okay, I want us to actually look at how to avoid trading with very small account sizes. Okay, if you have a very small amount of capital that you can start with, okay, uh, it's better to actually go with prop firms than to deposit that small amount. Say, for instance, if you have $40 to trade with, okay, it's better to actually buy a trading challenge than to trade with that $40. Why? Because if that $40 is important to you, you're actually gonna find it very hard to follow your trading plan, and again you're gonna find it very hard to detach your emotions from each trade. And you know that trading with emotions is a recipe for a disaster. Okay, and say for instance, if you have $40 in your and this is all you have, and it's actually very important to you. If you lose $10 from this amount, you know that now you're gonna actually end up revenge trading, and we all know how it ends with those who are actually revenge trading. Okay, so you don't want to actually set yourself up for failure because of your emotions. Okay, so the best way is to go with prop firms, and I'm going to show you three of my recommended prop firms. These are the ones I go with every day, and out of the three I'm going to show you one which is my best and favorable one, which is highly affordable, and it has the best trading condition, very low spread, and the rules are very fair. Okay, I'm going to show you that prop firm as we go. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you how to get the best out of prop firms. Okay, because there's a lot of misleading information, and there's a lot of false confidence that they give you. Okay, I will explain what I mean with that. Okay, they want you to be confident when you are not supposed to be confident. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. The first thing is the company. The company you choose plays a very significant role. Okay, plays a very important role, because today we have hundreds of companies that are popping up on a daily basis. Okay, and one thing most people do is actually they go to reviewing websites like Trustpilot, G2, and try to find out if a company is legit. Guys, cease from trusting platforms like Trustpilot, like G2. Why? Because there are many companies that are buying reviews. Okay, personally, if I find a company having more than 1,000 reviews which are positive, I actually find it like less convincing to me. Why? Because I know that most companies are buying reviews. So that's one thing you should know. Companies are buying reviews each and every day. So if you find a company that has 5,000 reviews, and it's a company that hasn't existed for more than 2 years, and already it has 2,000 reviews, whereas a company that existed for 5 years, 10 years has less than 1,000 reviews, you must ask yourself, okay, why? Because companies are buying reviews. So I'm gonna share with you three prop firms that I use. Okay, already you shouldn't worry about this one. Okay, and then number two, you must withdraw frequently. Okay, the main goal here is actually to generate enough capital to fund your own personal account. Okay, so withdraw frequently. Don't wait for your earnings or your profits to pile up. Okay, saying, oh, maybe you want to withdraw them when they're $100,000. No, don't wait for them to pile up. Okay, that's something that is very important. Withdraw and fund your personal account, or withdraw and fund and buy a bigger account size. Okay, that's something that is highly important. Okay, and another thing, start small. Okay, start small. I know most people don't want to start small, but here's the importance of starting small. When you start small, say maybe you're starting with a $5,000 account, okay, versus starting with maybe a $200,000 account. Okay, when you're starting small with this one, you are not actually losing anything. You are gaining experience. Remember, the most important thing is experience. You can't cheat your way to the top. Okay, well, then there are industries like politics where you can cheat your way to the top, but in reality, okay, in this business, you can't cheat your way to the top. Okay, you need experience to grow. So if you start with a small account, say maybe a $5,000 account, it's gonna be cheap, and it's gonna actually allow you to gain experience. Every trade you take, you will be gaining experience. Okay, up to a point whereby you are now rinse and repeating, which is the ultimate goal. That's the end goal. Rinse and repeat. Take the same thing each and every day. Okay, that's the most important thing. You're gonna know how to scale up. You're gonna know how to actually increase your lot sizes as you are going. You're gonna know how to manage your trade. You're gonna know how much you should actually risk. Okay, that's something you'll gain with experience. You will be able to hold winning trades and close losings immediately. But if you don't have the right experience and you start with a $200,000 account, it's not only expensive. You fail it, you will lose more than a person who has a $5,000 account. Okay, because this one is very, very expensive, and honestly they want you to fail so that you keep buying, and when you start with this one again, you will get used to using bigger lot sizes. Okay, bigger lots. And obviously if you have to downscale and to this one, you're not gonna find it appealing to you. Why? Because already you are used to high lots. Okay, and when you are now downgrading, you're gonna have to face reality and start with small lots, and that's gonna be very hard for you. Okay, so I always prefer starting small. Okay, starting small. There is power in starting small. Okay, there is power. It's not about getting to getting to a destiny fast. No, it's about the learning process. Okay, do not skip the learning process. This is important. Do not skip the learning process, because once you do, you're gonna find it very difficult to come back and learn the basics. Okay, so you need a small account so that you learn. It's not just a small account. It's an account that is actually allowing you to gain experience and learn your way to the top. Okay, so do not skip the learning journey, because it's gonna be very hard for you to come back. And if you fail on this one, obviously you're gonna quit and give up. Okay, so with this one, it's cheaper. If you fail, yes, you'll have room to make mistakes, you'll have room to fail, and you'll actually have room to improve. That's the most important thing. Remember, I posted a short which actually said behind every consistent trader there is many mistakes, many losses, and many failures. Okay, so when you're starting, you're gonna go through that. That's something guaranteed. Okay, when you're starting with something, you will go through failures, you will go through difficulties, through challenges, and it is in overcoming those failures, those challenges that we actually become better with time. So always start small. By the time you reach here, believe me, you will be highly experienced, and now it will be rinse and repeat. So you can start with a $5,000 account and then go to a $6,000 account, go to a $15,000 account, go to a $25,000 account, go to a 50. Okay, and then go to 100, and then by the time you reach 200, already you are well experienced and you know what you are doing. Okay, and you have actually got to a point whereby your emotions no longer play a role. Okay, you are now used to trading without emotions, and that's the place you want to be. Okay, so this is highly important. Okay, and then going back, this is the last thing, and this is the most important thing. You must know the amount you have, because prop firms are deceiving, guys. Prop firms deceive. Remember, the main goals of prop firms is to actually convince you and actually lead you into failure. And then when you fail, you buy another challenge. Obviously, they are in business, right? They're selling challenges. You buy a challenge, you fail, you're gonna buy another one, keep on buying. Then what's gonna happen? Who's generating profit? They are generating profit. And already we have a statistics that says 90 to 95% of retail guys are losing. So already we know that 90 to 95% of people are gonna lose. Okay, so you don't want to be part of this one. So know the exact amount you have. If you are starting, for example, with a $5,000 account, okay, what they want is they want you to think that, oh, you have $5,000 account, and that means you can open a one lot size. Okay, or even 2 lot size, because yes, it makes a lot of sense for somebody who has a $5,000 account to actually open a 1 lot size or a 2 lot size or a 3 lot size. Okay, but in reality, that's not what you have. You only have a limited amount of capital, which is roughly $500. Why am I saying that? Because they're going to tell you that, okay, overall you have 10% that you can lose. Once you go beyond this 10%, you failed the challenge. Okay, you have to buy another challenge. So you have roughly $500, and on a day itself you have $250. Okay, so this is something you must actually be aware of. Okay, because now once you have made peace with the amount that you have, which is the right amount, then now you know that, okay, fine, per trade I can open 0.1 lot size, or I can open 0.05 lot size. This is way too fair. Okay, and this makes a lot of sense, right? This is too fair and it makes a lot of sense. Okay, it's fair and it makes a lot of sense. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, because if, say, you, for instance, you are risking now $20 20 pips. Okay, you're risking 20 pips per trade to make roughly 50 pips per trade. Okay, that simply means with 0.1, again, you will lose roughly $20. Okay, and guys, it makes a lot of sense to actually lose $20 on a $500 account than it will losing maybe $200 on a $500 account. Okay, so you see, with this one you risk less. If you if you use a very small size, you downsize. Okay, that simply means now if you're gonna be risking the same amount of pips, then targeting 50 pips. Okay, this means here you lose $20 to make $100. You see, the risk reward is very good, very good. Okay, and here that means now you are risking $10 to make roughly $100. Okay, so this is still fair. If you see, it's still fair, but you can only get to this point or attain this only when you know the exact amount you have. Okay, don't follow what prof firms say. Okay, because now they want you to be careless on your risk reward. They want you to be careless on your size and just think that, okay, this is, I can use this. No, that's not the right approach to follow. And I know that people will say, oh, prof firm challenges are cheap, I can just buy a $5,000 account and use a lot size of 3. If I lose, I lose everything. If I win, I'm gonna win big. Guys, that's roughly gambling. And remember the end goal. The end goal is to build a long-term business. Okay, and you can't build a business by gambling or guessing. Okay, so you need to follow your strategy properly 100% and then grow your way to the top. Okay, because by the time you grow, you will have a lot of experience, and believe me, that's something nobody will ever be able to take from you. And as you will be building your experience, you'll also be building your personal account, because now you'll be withdrawing and funding your personal account. Imagine how it will be when you have the right experience and now you have built your personal account so much. Okay, it could be over a period of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Guys, this is not a race. It's not a race. Okay, it's not a race. It's something that we grow with time. Okay, there is no need to be rushing to anywhere. Okay, because even if you try to rush, remember, a doctor will spend 6 years at school. They can't they can't speed up that process. Okay, they can't say, okay, now I want to reach it in 2 years. No, you won't be prepared. Okay, the main goal of time is to prepare. Time prepares. Okay, so just imagine how you would actually be in 5 years if you follow the right process and you gain the right experience. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna over explain that. Okay, so these are the most important things. Okay, and as I said, we'll be sharing 3 prop firms that I use with you, and let's dive into them. I use the €5. Okay, and the reason I chose this 3, and the reason I've been following this 3, and the reason I trade this 3 is because their location. Okay, their location. Okay, we all know that US is becoming strict. Okay, so honestly, we don't know how long these prop firms are gonna last. And already we know that US has become more strict. Okay, so we need prop firms that are out of US. Okay, so the €5 is out of US, and it has been in existence for roughly 7 years. Okay, it's in UK and Israel. Okay, this is the best one. Okay, I know that Israel is at war, but it's in UK, and it's operating very, very well. Okay, and it's one of the best. It's one of the best low spreads. I actually will dive into this one because this is my favorite, and I also go with FTMO. FTMO has 9 years. Okay, and it's in the Czech Republic, so you know that even if they will start regulating these kind of things, those laws are not just gonna jump into quick to the Czech Republic, to the UK and the Israel. And Fidel Crust is one of my favorite. Again, it's in Cyprus, and it has been in existence for 5 years. Okay, so looking at the number of years, it's very, very important. And now location obviously has become important. Okay, because of what happened recently. Okay, so these are the ones that I go with every day, and I've told you why I chose them. Okay, just for a recap, I'm gonna put all the links in the description. Okay, and my favorite one is the €5. As you can see, the €5 have been in existence since 2016, and currently it's one of the best, guys. I'm gonna go through it and I will show you. Okay, as you can see, they have the smallest account. FTMO doesn't have this one. Okay, starts with bigger ones. Okay, so this is suitable for each and everybody starting. Why? Because it costs only $39, of which if you're in South Africa, it's roughly 725 rand. Okay, so it is affordable. Okay, it is affordable. Okay, that's why I love this company. Anyone can start on this one. Okay, easily. Okay, with roughly $39. Okay, and of course, let's jump into the rules. I'll put the link in the description because currently I'm negotiating a 5% discount for you. Okay, so if by the time you click the link they've already approved, then obviously you'll have a 5 to 10% discount, which is good. Okay, so guys, it's already cheap, and the discount will add more benefits to it. Okay, so guys, look at this. They have minimum profitable days, 3 minimum profitable days. Okay, so as I've already said, prop firms want you to fail. Okay, they want you to fail. Some prop firms have limited amount of days that you should actually pass the challenge, and if you haven't passed the challenge by the set date, then you have failed it. So this one simply means for you to pass the challenge, you need at least 3 profitable days. Not saying that, okay, you have to be profitable today, you have to be profitable tomorrow, you have to be profitable the following day. No, what they're trying to avoid is the instances where one person will take a trade today and then will pass the challenge with only 1 trade. So that's not what they need. They actually want people to actually have at least 3 trades. Okay, and when I say profitable days here, it's very, very low. It's a couple of dollars, roughly $2. It's 0.05% of the account size. 0.05% of the account size. That's what they mean by being profitable. So they don't want you to pass the challenge with only a trade that you took one day. No, they want you at least to take a trade today. You might take a trade after 5 days, and then another 5 days you take another trade, and then they are profitable. That's when you pass the challenge. Okay, so you must pay close attention here, because it's not like you have 3 days to trade with. No, and they don't have to be consecutive. Okay, they're just trying to prevent instances where people open one trade and already they passed the challenge, because there are people who say, okay, this is so cheap, I'm gonna open the biggest lot size and I'm gonna just pass it right away. No, that's something they're trying to avoid. So these days don't have to be consecutive. Okay, and when you pass your first challenge, they're gonna give you $10 back. So imagine buying with $39 and then you pass and they give you roughly $10 back. That's a lot, and it's a good thing. So okay, maximum daily loss, I told you it's 5%. I told you have to know exactly how much you have. Okay, this is the most important part. So don't say because it's $250 is too small. No, it's not too small. Compare it with your with your $39, okay, $250 on its own. The daily drawdown is already bigger than your entire account size that you will have if you decide to recharge this on your personal account. Okay, so it's way too better to start with $500 account rather than to start with $39 account. Okay, at least here you can open a bigger lot size. You can at least open 0.1, okay, 0.05, okay, but with $39 obviously you can't open more than 0.01 or else you will be out of the game too soon. Okay, so that's not what you want. Okay, and as I say, the maximum loss is always 10%. Okay, 10%. Okay, so that's what I explained here when I said you have roughly $500. Knowing exactly how much you have is very important. Okay, okay, so again, it's still bigger than $39, so it's way too bigger. Calculate how many $39 you'll have in $500. So it's better to start with a bigger account size. Okay, and they only want you to reach a profit of 8% when you're starting. This is $400, and they want you to reach 5% on your second challenge. So you see, this reaching this, some people find this as a burden, but this is also helping you practice. It's also helping you gain more experience. Okay, okay, so obviously this is one of the best things. Okay, okay, so as you can see, they need at least 10% profit target. This is obviously for you to get your share. Okay, to get your share. Okay, so as you can see, it's $39. The second one is free, and then here they refund you. So guys, this is really great. And let's go to the rules, because I told you they are one of the best because of the rules, and that's why I obviously prefer this one over the 3, even though I still trade the 3. Okay, okay, because with this one it uses MT5, and I'm personally used to MT4, and FTMO gives that. Okay, but FTMO doesn't have the small account. It starts with bigger account, so the bigger the more expensive. As you can see, if you go to a $20 account, it now costs $165. So start with this one. When withdraw, then you can buy this one with your withdrawals. Okay, don't fund bigger accounts with your personal account. That's something important. Okay, always strive to fund bigger accounts with your profits. That's what makes a lot of sense. And then you can grow all the way to 100k. Yes, it's a demo because it's simulated accounts, and the good thing is you actually receive your profits. Okay, and roughly they give you up to 80% profit split. Sometimes they go to 100%. Okay, which is ultimately good. So now let's look at the laws. Okay, at least you must have 14 days. Okay, you don't have to say, okay, you are not trading for 2 weeks, then your account will actually be closed and you'll have to buy another one. Yes, it makes a lot of sense. However, during like festive season, if you think during December I'm not going to do anything, they have an option where you can freeze your account, okay, up until the time you think, okay, now I can continue. Okay, so you can freeze it. Okay, just freeze it, and yeah, that's what happens. Once you freeze it, you will actually be able to avoid this 14 days. Okay, they don't want you to stay inactive for 14 days. Okay, as you can see, accounts without trading activity for more than 15 days will get expired. Okay, so that's important. The leverage is 1:100. Again, it's still good, because if you are using Owanda roughly gives you 1:100 on a personal account. So this one is also good, and it helps with our risk management. Okay, and as you can see, a profitable day is a day on which the close position made on a positive profit of at least 0.5% of the initial balance. As you can see, when they say profitable days, it's very small. Okay, so you shouldn't mind about this. Okay, daily loss is 5%. We all know that. Okay, we spoke about that. Okay, when you complete step 1, okay, traders will have the option to receive hub credits for future. You see, this is another thing. Okay, but I want to go through the rules quite quick. Okay, Okay, when completing step 2, traders will receive a withdrawable refund to their trading account. You see, this is something good, guys. Okay, holding trades overnight and over the weekend is allowed. You see, this is what most prop firms don't allow, but here it's allowed, because if you are not a scalper, if you are actually a swing guy, then this will work for you. Okay, holding open trades over news is allowed, okay, provided you're already in that trade before the news were released. It's allowed, okay, but executing orders 2 minutes before the news until 2 minutes after high impact news, it's very, very disallowed. Okay, so this one is understandable. Okay, it's understandable, but if you are already in a trade when the news are actually being released, then it is allowed. Okay, holding open trades over news is allowed. Okay, these are the ones that are already opened. Okay, but they don't want you to open 2 minutes before the news. Okay, because there are people who try to gamble and then they place a buy, stop order, whatsoever, so that they catch the news move. So that's prohibited. Okay, profit split, obviously 80, 200% plus a monthly salary. This is good. Holding indices over the weekend is allowed, but yes, obviously this makes sense. There's swaps, most brokers do this. Okay, maximum number of active account, they want you to have at least one account of maybe if you have this account, they want you to have one account, plus you can have another account of a different size. Okay, and you can scale up to $500,000, which is still good. First payout 14 days after receiving a funded account. That's fair. And every 2 weeks after that. Okay, 14-day payout cycle will reset every time you have a new account scaled. Okay, so these are the rules. So as you can see, I say the rules are quite fair. Okay, the rules are quite fair. Okay, and the spread is very low. Okay, out of all the prop firms I've seen, this one has the very, very, very fair spreads. Okay, FTMO also has spread spreads, and again, Fidelcrest also has that one. Okay, but with Fidelcrest, the accounts are a little bit expensive, but if you buy one, currently they have a sale. If you buy one, you can get two, but I kind of feel like they're expensive and they've charged already for those two accounts. Okay, so this one is my favorite, and as you have seen, you can start with a small account. So if you have $40, rather than funding your personal account with it, which is gonna like make it harder for you to actually execute your trading plan because of emotions, it's better to actually purchase a funded account from pro firms. Okay, because now at least you have a bigger amount of capital, but you must know exactly how much you are getting. Okay, so guys, I'm currently negotiating a deal for you, and I have a link in the description. So once they approve that one, because the process is almost done, once they approve that one, then obviously with the link you'll get a very great discount. Okay, so this is one of the best, and this is the one that I prefer. Okay, and yeah, if you're still starting, you can go with this one. It's very, very good. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you are a member already, comment. Okay, this helps with the algorithm. Okay, and I'm actually planning something. I'm planning to give away funded accounts. Okay, so that's a project that is currently in the pipeline, and it will be introduced soon, because I'm still planning. Will I pick random commenters? Will I pick maybe a random commenter, a subscriber, and then I do something like we play a wheel, or they choose boxes, and if the funded account is in that box, for the person who picked it, he will get funded. So that's what I'm still doing. So it's a process that's still under the pipeline, but it will be introduced very soon, probably early next year. Okay, but obviously you have to be a subscriber to be part of it, and I will either choose commenters, subscribers, and we have a live video where we go through the competition. It's gonna be very easy, it's gonna be very free. Okay, so yeah, I think that will be exciting, because I'm looking for something exciting for this channel, because I don't want it to be like educational, educative. No. I want everybody to have fun, everybody to engage, and I want it to become something like a family, okay, where we support each other, okay. So guys, that's in the pipeline, and I will soon be introducing it, okay. So thank you guys, thank you.